There we go. Hi. Sometimes even the computer doesn't want to wake up in the morning. How you guys doing? Good morning or afternoon or evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Friday. Holy smokes. Let's see. This is a tea cozy. Teapot can go over on this side. We have some green tea. Tetley tea bag. Probably pretty weak because I just chucked one tea bag in a huge teapot, so see how that goes. Ear Bahans, very good. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah, it's like being a VTuber, except instead of like an image or a animation, it's just darkness. It's my avatar of darkness. Hi, Hazel. Hello. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. We've got. Do we have any game sound? Oh yeah, we do have a little bit of game sound. Wow, that's nice. It's Friday. I'm happy to be here. I got a lot of leveling done in this character yesterday. I got her from 70 to 77 just with time walking on one stream. Part of me wants to just keep going and finish it, even though I no longer need to do time walking for the weekly or for, the other thing I could do time walking for would be for like the, whatchamacallit, I don't need to do it for the mount because I got the mount because it's broken. Should I do a time walking on like, well, I don't want to tank it now. I was going to say, should I do it on a different character just to get the 200 badges, but let's not get carried away. Today, the thing that I had on my agenda is I want to check out some stuff from 11.17 that I haven't seen yet, namely Lorewalking and the new Arathi Highlands campaign. I understand there are some cosmetic rewards to be earned in each, so they have duly bribed me into my participation. And I figure I'm even going to turn off my Aleatrix auto-completion so that we have like a second to read the quest if we feel like it. You know, no promises. Why don't you want to tank? Because then I have to like think. The healing I can do with no brain whatsoever. Tanking means I need to drive. That's no fun. GLHF, thank you very much. I'm hoping... What am I hoping for? I'm just hoping to sit down and enjoy a nice little morning questing, really. I was thinking about my day and my energy and the things that I am and am not willing to do on this particular day, and I thought, you know what? Let's not do horrific visions today. Let's not do any keys. Let's do some lore walking. It needs doing anyway. Lore walker show. Here, let's put on like a nice questing transmog. That's a good use of my gold. Healing's comfy. Tanking means you gotta drive the bus. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. Passenger princess, precisely. That's not a very nice thing to say about your pug takes. I'm sure they're doing their best. Listen, sometimes things get crazy out there. What do I want to be wearing for this? Can I have my garlic? I love this transmog. I always end up going back to this one. She's got her garlic, she's got her gardening shovel, she's got her flannel on, she's got her chicken on her back. I think this is just wish fulfillment. I think when we talk about fantasy, this is my fantasy. This is what I want to be when I grow up. Or grow down. Which is probably why that appeals to me so much. Imagine being frontliner. Confidence in that type of person's amazing. Time walking scaling seems off. 10 to 20 folks getting one shot. Ooh, that's annoying. Okay. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've made some decisions in Pug Dungeons in my life where people would describe me as someone with no life behind my eyes. It's just mistakes. You know, everyone's here to game and try their best. What is the bike behind you? Oh, I don't know. It would have been a while ago. I lost it. Oh, this way. Moved away. Sorry. I can go through the bikes that I have, and maybe it's one of those. Was it... Gosh, I can't remember what any of them were. Was it one of the new ones? Hardest part's gonna be making a live chicken stay on your backpack. Tanked on vengeance, and I never know if I'm pulling too little or too much. Like a death cycle, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, we've got a void fire death cycle. Here's that one. Oh, I'm not allowed to mount over there. There's the green one as well. What was it? Like the fell? Incognito was the green one. Yellow or gold, but not sharp like those. Oh, okay. And it was definitely like a motorcycle? Like a... Was it like an old one? Like a... What is the Stormwind one go? Not these guys. I mean, there are these ones as well. These are just the Mechaniers choppers. Or the chauffeured one. There's also... I'm trying to think of the Stormwind one. You know what I mean? Gosh, I forget what it's called. Ah, well. Worry, I'm too slow. When I've been tanking recently on my prop paladin, I've been kind of taking things conservatively, and I am a little worried, but then I realize most of the disasters are going to be from over-pulling and not under-pulling. So, especially like in a key. Okay, so I am reading. Are you also taking a well-deserved break? Aw, he thinks I deserve my breaks. Nothing like catching up on some reading in the fresh air with a great view. Would not mind some company. Okay.
Every good story needs a hero.
All right. I thought I would start with the ethereal one because of the patch announcement. I figured that might be a good place to be. Mysterious and elusive, ethereals have traveled to our world to speak little of their history, much to be learned from the few things they do choose to share. And then we're going to get the Koresh memory crystal from doing this.
Who are the ethereals? Enshrouded in mystery. We first encountered them in Outland, but that was not where they originated. Their own world, Garesh, was destroyed long ago by a monstrous creature of the void. Left to their own devices, the ethereals traveled the cosmos in search of trade, knowledge, and vengeance for their beloved home.
Talk to Lorewalker Cho. Oh.
Hello.
It would be funny if instead of questing, Lorewalker Cho just tells us everything.
Fair. Now listen closely to my tale.
Alright. You sit here.
Our story begins with the Protectorate, a group of ethereals who had gathered in Neverstone.
The real question is, do they like eat? Are they vegan? Do they take naps? What do they do for fun, you know? Time for an introduction. I'm Commander Amir of the Protectorate. Your only hope of resolving the infestation of both void creatures and Ethereum in the area. What are Ethereum? They were the ruling class of ethereals. We evacuated before Blueberry unleashed his void armies. The Ethereum vowed vengeance. The Protectorate were not a reaction to Dimensius. We were a reaction to the Ethereum. What do you mean? They got dark and twisted. Too much vengeance makes them all cranky. And we don't stand for that anymore. Consortium are one example of an offshoot group, Protectorate or another. Okay. We feel the Ethereum are as great a threat to our existence as Dimensius. Both must be stopped. Okay. Can I help? Alright, directly south you find the staging grounds. They're there preparing for something. We cannot take any chances. Break through their perimeter defenses. Take the training facility once we've destroyed the soldiers and Captain Zovax. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of sci-fi words. Locate Ethereum transponder Zeta and use it to establish contact with me to get your next set of orders. Okay. Alright, I'm on it.
A ruling class once united in purpose had fractured. The Protectorate suspected treachery, but more investigation was necessary.
Too much vengeance makes anyone cranky. No wonder they're cranky if they never get to nap. Do you know there's a Pixar movie coming out? No, not a clue. No one called me about it. I didn't get my press mailer. No patience for sci-fi vocab. I have a limited tolerance for it. I can take like a set amount of new sci-fi words within like a given paragraph, but if you do too many, I start to like get tired. One or two of them I can put into context and figure out what they're after, but if they start loading it up with zip zorps and zoobly boops, I get kind of sick of it. Dune, you should be fine. Dune was not written in a way to overwhelm me with the zip zorps and the zoobly boops. They called you, just did not answer your phone. Factually untrue. I have been glued to my phone for a week. It's right here, by the way. If I have to AFK, it's because I had to answer a call. Also just learned of Elio today. Is that the movie? What's it about? Is it about a shark? I like sharks. Went through a ton of rewrites, a little wonky plot-wise. Oh. No clue. What's it about? One of the reasons that Star Wars used simple names like Luke, Leia, and Chewie. Baby shark. Do. Oh, there's Captain Zovax. Plan on watching K-pop Demon Hunters tonight. Pardon me? Underdog with an active imagination. Oh, I saw an ad for that on YouTube. I saw an ad. I didn't know it was out, but I did see an ad. I just kind of figured it was a family movie, which it probably is. Interplanetary organization with representatives from galaxies far and wide. Mistakenly identified as Earth's ambassador, he starts to form new bonds with eccentric aliens, discovering who he's truly meant to be. Well, that's cute. That seems like a good movie. Exactly. Nice. Alright, I need to aid the Protectorate against Nexus King Xal'atath. I do remember doing these quests, or at least being in this area while I was working on my Lorewalker. So I'm keeping the Protectorate and the Ethereum straight. I'm learning this. It's going to be relevant. Maybe. The maybe still learning it. It's definitely going to be relevant. I may or may not be learning it. We must gather whatever data they've stored in the area. Look around you. Ethereum data cell. Locate it. Open it. Bring it back to this transponder. You betcha.
The ethereals are meticulous record
I was thinking about getting hard copies of Dune
Evidence
eventually.
of the Ethereum's treachery has
I've been
to
spending
exist
every time
somewhere.
I go to the mall for something like cat food, I like wander through the bookstore, and I'm like, I'm not buying books. But if I was buying books, which books would I buy? And I think I've come to the conclusion that the books that I would want to spend money to purchase in hard copy would be books that I already know that I like and would reread. I think that taking a chance on a new book that I've never read and just buying it for like $36 would be silly. That's what libraries are for. But if there's books that I know that I love that I know I'm going to want to revisit, that's when maybe I would want to have a hard copy. Thinking about it.
Of course, it
These things
was
are scary.
not
It's
that
from the
simple.
studio that did
The
Spider-Verse.
Ethereum
That's what I
used
do.
relays to
And it
exchange
feels a little silly to buy
information,
things you've already read,
which
but I feel like
meant
it's less silly than
that
buying things that you
one
haven't
had
read,
to
especially when there are
intercept the relays
libraries.
to extract that information as evidence.
Oh. Ethereum essence consumed. It's a thing. It's the thing where I just... Oh, that's cute. I can ask him questions. It's one of those things where I need to be using a button. Ask a question. I can't... What do you mean I can't do that right now? Is it because I'm in combat? Or he just doesn't have anything to tell me? Belt pulling mobs that I'm not fighting is annoying. Using a button in a video game? Listen, this is World of Warcraft. If it's red, it's dead. And if that's not getting my quest done, then I'm officially crabby about it. So this is working. These things are all fine and good. Looks a lot simpler without 100 other people here. Oh yeah, I bet this would have been really crammed. I mean, there are people, but I bet it would have been really slammed when it first came out. Talking about next patch, Ghosts of Koresh. What are we excited about that's like new? I was kind of reviewing all of the reveals and everything. And a lot of it is just the new stuff that you would expect in a new patch. Like, it looks great, but it's just like, here's the new raid, new dungeon, new delve. Here's the new tier sets. Here's some new mounts. Here's your new borrowed power artifact thingy. Here's the new boss. He's really big. There's like there's a couple of little things that are actually new, but most of it is just kind of like the new version of the existing format, right? The dungeon pool looks neat. There's just nothing like, I feel like they're really big. I mean, I guess it's still the same expansion, so it's the really crazy stuff's probably gonna be for midnight. Questing sets have sweet aesthetics. How's your face so empty? I think I must have procrastinated long enough. Potential for brain damage equals high. Oh my gosh. Only one way for me to see the relays and extract the information they hold. Doing so may cause you irreparable brain damage. Yeah, it's too late. Still interested? Slay Ethereum, take their essences, drink it. Allows you to see the Ethereum relay. Gotcha. Okay, so that's what I've been doing. Definitely looking forward to the new Mythic Plus season. My stream that's flashing black every 20 seconds or so. Ooh, weird. Let me keep an eye on my thingy. Flashing black. Most things could cause you brain damage. Oh, I saw that. That was my screen did that. Oh, you know what it is? It's my I'm pretty sure it's my yeah, it's something to do. It actually might be the area. But I'm zoomed in. Is it just the area? Anyway. I was going to say my dialogue UI. I'm using dialogue UI to kind of like hide the rest of the UI while I'm busy reading. But it could be, I think it might just be like the flishy flashies that are right here. Yeah, it's just the brain damage. Okay. No worries, nothing's breaking. Ethereum are using void energy to turn themselves into an abomination known as a Nexus Stalker, destroy the Maniforge energy tube, powering the Proto-Accelerator. I'm sending one of my demolitions out to place a disruption device. Make sure no harm comes to him as he's placing the disruptor. Keep him protected. He will not fight back, as he is only a holographic image. The image can be destroyed. Escort the Protectorate Demolitionist to the Maniforge Ultra's conduit and protect him while he sabotages the pipeline. You betcha. Off we go.
But true.
One hologram, please.
The
There he is.
was attempting to embrace the very same void.
Those sure are some words. Yeah, they stuck a bunch of long ones in this. Now that I've noticed the black flashing, it's driving me nuts. I hadn't thought of it once before now, but now that I've noticed it, that's crazy. It is the area because it's not darkening my UI. No, you're totally fine. It's just funny. Oh man, stream's okay. WoW keeps DCing. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Look here, Fleshling, Xal'atath's conduits. He's keeping well fed. Oh, so they do eat energy. That's less fun than sandwiches. You ever have a really good sandwich and you think, wow, I'm glad I'm not an ethereal? How do you get the time walking mount already? Done 3 sets of 5, nothing? I mean, it's busted, so it's kind of hard to say. I just stayed in one character. I kept queuing, and I got it after maybe dungeon 10-ish. Received 2 Jasters out of 3 sets. Oh, man. Okay, so he's going to work in the thing, and I'm going to protect him. You got 1 Jaster for each thumb. Actually, that might be somebody else's demolitionist. Maybe this is my demolitionist. I hope one of these is my demolitionist. Happy. I had a really cozy morning. My partner made me breakfast. My puppy fell asleep on the couch next to me. And I had my coffee and my food. And I had some time because I was up early and we played a BG. It was nice. It's a mystery yours will show up eventually. I'm hoping that he's not dead. Oh, I see him. He's back here. I marked somebody else's demolitionist. Here we go. There's mine. Or maybe it's that one. They're both on my map. Oh no, I think I did it. I think I've accomplished it. It's funny that there's like a train of them. Use the Ethereum Transponder Zeta at the Ethereum Staging Grounds. Okay. Why wouldn't it be the Transponder Zeta? Back in the BGs. I have been playing so many BGs that I've been having BG dreams. For clarity, just in case anyone's not caught up. Hearthstone Battlegrounds, not World of Warcraft Battlegrounds. I don't mess with that. But the Hearthstone auto chess mode, I've been playing a ton of it because I've basically been doing that instead of watching TV. We used to watch TV and we're kind of between shows right now. And so we're just playing, just if there's free time and we're just like at home hanging out, it's like, you want to play BG? Not the not the BGs as in tragedy. Having tank key dreams. Baldur's Gate book dreams, teacher supper. Nice. No more trashy reality TV. So we tried starting another season of The Ultimatum. I watched 2 episodes of it, and I was like, oh, I don't care anymore. I can't do it. So we're waiting for a Queer Ultimatum, which is going to be coming out, I think, another like 5 days. I have not watched the latest season of Taskmaster. I have been catching up, though. I got my Taskmaster Supermax back. We watched a couple seasons of Aussie Taskmaster as well. Which was pretty good. But not doesn't. I mean, nothing. No, nobody's quite like Great Davies. The ultimatum, just absolute peak trash. Have I done it? Aid them against. So we're working on it. It turns in over here. Okay. Season's been really entertaining. Great cast. Good, good, good. Originally, when I thought my cat was like about to croak, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna not watch any Taskmaster because I'm gonna really need some lighthearted TV soon. And that still may be true at some point, but she seems great. she's doing just fine. I should not be in a. I'm not. Nobody's in a rush for her to start feeling worse. So you can fly here. But then I can't ride my golden mane. Where is he? Oh, what's he saying? Saladar may have been defeated. There's an even greater threat to contend with. It's Dimensius. Okay. I have more questions about ethereals. Tell me more about Netherstorm. Shattered fragments that make up Netherstorm used to be a lush island called Farallon. This was before Draenor shattered into Outland. Was it Farallon when we went to it in WoD, or did we not do that either? Energies of the twisting nether and the physical realm bleed together into a most chaotic net landscape. Some have discovered ways to harness it. Blood elves led by Kael'thas built massive mana forges here. I see. They blooded too hard and it became unstable. I have another question. It's like the elf version of dwarves digging too deep. Tell me about Saladar. He ruled ethereals after Dimensius destroyed the home, intended his people's survival. He led them to other worlds. He encouraged those loyal to him to seek revenge, even if they needed to use the Void to achieve it, and then the Void overcame him. Okay. Rookie mistake. Please continue your story.
Lightly.
I know I picked the wrong thing, but I wanted to know. Is he gone? I think I scared him away. Saladar. Salad bar. Click the dialogue under the mini-map. I just want to know... Oh, there he is. He's back. That's so weird. I didn't...
Greetings.
When I say please continue your story, he was like, okay, laters. Like, he's gone. Okay. Anyway, tell me about Dimensius.
Story needs a hero.
Lore walked right out of that
Long
conversation.
ago, Dimensius shattered the ethereal homeworld.
It was on the map when they revealed WoD, but it didn't appear in game at all.
And now
Oh, interesting.
They threaten Outland as well. The Protectorate would not let this happen.
Okay. Atop Maniforge Ultras lies the tear in the nether that Dimensius came through. Tear provides him with a link to the Void, rendering him immune to physical harm. Get a lock in the conduit that he's using to keep himself phased. We can destroy it and then destroy Dimensius. Collect fragments of Dimensius from the Void creatures that he sends out to do his dirty work. Okie dokie. Listen, I as a Shadow Priest, I'm going to be the bigger person, and I'm going to take all of this Void slander, and I'm going to assume that none of you mean it. I'm not taking it personally. Xal'atath wants Dimensius to rise. I was a bit surprised. I won't say anything. Excited for the Shadow Priest changes. I haven't read them yet. Oh, these guys blow up, huh? Do I have a cool title for all of this? I have like a Lore Master title. That might be a good one to use. We'll be Lore Master for the moment. It's a Shadow Priest. You should not be helping them. I feel like Shadow Priests are kind of like Warlocks in that they're not loyal to the Void. They're using the Void. Like they think that they're in control of their use. Kind of like how the Warlocks aren't like caping for the Legion. They're just hanging out with their in-boys. We are. Speak for yourself. Here's my first fragment. We need a few more. That's just sludge. These are fancy Void Lords. They have, like, Void hats on. Rip if you don't like Mind Spike. Oh, if you do like Mind Spike. That's okay. Does anybody... I know I'm using it, like, right now, but... I don't know. I'm more of a Mind Flay person. I just took this because it was in the build. Mind Flay just feels more Shadow Priesty. That is how the Void gets you cool hats. Cool hats are how most things get you. Here's 3 of 4. Oh, hell. Oh. Oh, it was spawning in. Oh, that was cool. I saw it spawn animation. It was coalescing. Here we go. A lot of my Shadow Priest memories involve using Gnosis to see where my Mind Flay ticks were so I could stop casting it at the correct time to get an extra tick off. You know, good times. Calibrate the bomb to destroy the Void conduit, and his connection with the Void will be severed, and he'll be left defenseless. We have hunted... I wish you luck. We've hunted Dimensius for 1,000 years. You've been here for 15 minutes, and we think that you're about to finish this. All right.
The Protectorate used the fragments of Dimensius to disable a conduit that gave Dimensius a link to the Void and physical immunity. Only then could they launch a final assault.
Okay. I'm Saeed. These are my Avengers. We await orders from the Fleshling who destroyed the Void conduit and got here 10 minutes ago. On that Fleshling's word, we will make our way up to Dimensius' lair and wait for the word to make a final strike. Too long has it been. I am that Fleshling. Off we go. You heard the Fleshling. How many times are we going to say Fleshling? May as well call me a meat puppet. Yeah, Emerald Nightmare was my favorite patch of Shadow Priest. That was the absolute peak of Shadow Priest for me. It was too busted to be sustainable. I understand why they didn't keep it, but it was so fun. It was really good. Twin Dragons was a super fun fight if you could dance between them and keep them both dotted with Surrender to Madness going. Good times. That was the only time I ever felt like I actually did, like, enormous damage in my group. I've done fine damage here and there, but... making me nostalgic. Hello. It's me, Fleshling. We're going? Hi. How you doing? See, he seems pretty big here. Why does he need to be any bigger? Hello, Fleshling. How's the one-button rotation dealing? I think it's cool. I'm not using it right now. I was using it yesterday. I was on PTR questing, and I couldn't be bothered to use my brain, so I just stuck the one button on my bar for when I was, like, questing and killing mobs. It was great. I like having it as an option. Makes me feel better. It's for when you want to play WoW without playing WoW. Dimensius is no more. They said he's no more. We did it. Job done. Patch averted. Hold cat and play game, right? For 1,000 years, all we have known is conflict. We have defended our people, and one of our most hated enemies lies dead finally. That's pretty definitive. Give you the thanks of 100 million ethereals, Fleshling. You're welcome 100 million times.
It was done.
Don't understand how we're gonna see Dimensius if he's giant.
Though
Yeah.
some questioned whether he was truly gone.
Who are these people?
Hello.
Retconning.
Jade Serpent guide.
Saladar and Dimensius defeated. Large problems facing the ethereals had at last been solved. The
Eyes open. Always be learning.
Protected Outland may have stopped them. The Ethereum remained, and as Xal'atath had wished, they chose to embrace the Void, twisted them into shadows. Locust Walker sought to harness the Void for more altruistic purposes. Learn about Void-ethereals. Yeah, because, like, what is the difference then? It sounds like they embraced the Void for what they felt were altruistic purposes, but what, Locust Walker's purposes were, like, divinely altruistic? What makes him so different? I guess I'm about to find out.
The Ethereum may have sought the Void for the sake of power, but one Ethereal learned to wield it for more altruistic purposes.
If he is not feeding babies with it, then I think he's full of it. I want to see him feeding babies with this Void.
Eyes open. Always be learning. Or at least he would have us believe. We first met Locust Walker on Argus, where he reunited with his former student, Alaria Windrunner.
Locust Walker taught me all I know. He has more to teach me. Okay.
The shadows can be this way.
There's so many rares out here. Am I in like regular Argus? If I go kill those rares, they gonna drop me Argus stuff? Lorewalker Cho seems a bit preachy. I like the idea of harnessing the Void for altruistic purposes. That's how we got most of the Doom games as well. Did Gul'dan feed a baby? Did it work out?
I have something I want
Looks
to
so
show
bad.
you,
Oh, that was yesterday.
but
My
it mustn't
my
be
goodness.
seen. Follow.
Thanks, Cindy.
Explain yourself first.
Maybe he's a good guy because he's got sick
Such
armor.
impatience. I believe you will find the answers you seek on the other side.
I feel like when you mix Fel and Void, you get like some kind of a weird novelty flavor of Coca-Cola. Like cinnamon. Legion Remix feature, we can have harder world tiers to the main game. Make questing more fun to have challenge. I want to follow what's going on, but it's hard when Locust Walker's being so vague.
Show yourself. How industriously they
Armor
work.
looks like it's a pain to walk around
A
in all day
pity
without
they will
stabbing
be
yourself.
overtaken.
I sense a little disappointment. Was I really your best student?
I had hoped to find at least one promising soul on this rock.
I have not turned away from that path. You know why I resisted.
My, what is this?
I am doing lore walking. Harder questing would be cool. Getting bodied by a Westfall Scarecrow robot thing for no reason. Yeah. You know where I get my itch scratched for harder questing? Hardcore Classic. That is exactly
I
the
need to
allure
finish
of
what I
that for me.
started,
Is like
Locust Walker.
very high stakes, potentially
And
challenging questing.
With your
That'll do it.
attachments.
I am here to help.
Oh, that's Aelfalist. I'm like, Legion, hello? That's my priest follower.
Greetings. Farewell.
They're cultivating the void and need to stop them before they plunge the entire city into shadow. Lorewalker and I have unfinished business
Keep
to
your
attend
Terrellian
to. All
trust
right.
me to make hard decisions.
Subset of his
and
people have
I
succumbed to the
him.
call of void, hoping to find more, possess necessary strength of
I'm
mind,
not
disappointed to
talking
find an
about
utter lack of
trust.
resistance. It cannot be helped. Advance your cause of mind will need to eradicate these weak-willed
How
beings.
can you
Okay.
expect to embrace the
That seems
shadow
mean.
with the light shining so
I think I am in
brightly at your
regular
side?
Fargus. You want that around maybe once a year.
Without the
Mhm.
light,
That's
there
about
is
that's about
no
it.
Shadow, teacher.
Meeting Frost DK for a while now. Love the class. Nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, Veiled Arcanite. Alright, so we're fighting Shadow Guard, who are presumably Ethereum, but not cool ones like Locust Walker. They're stupid ones, I guess. Weak-willed. Just seems mean. Oh, this was Seed of the Triumvirate. I remember doing this as part of Trash Pulse. I will say this is one of the first times in a long time I've been doing questing where I'm not like wondering if it's almost over yet. Normally when I do campaign questing, I'm kind of like, well, how much more of this until you give me my candy? But this is, yeah. I think it's partly because I feel like knowing these things is going to benefit me later, or at least make things make more sense later.
Others of his kind interested in his studies, but the Shadow Guard were too far gone.
Sounds are cool, so that helps.
They had let the call of the void consume them entirely. And
The
this
voice
was
acting helps,
all
too.
The evidence Valeria needed to prove just how dangerous attempting to master the void could be. Yet, perhaps it was worth the danger.
If basic WoW questing was super hard, I'd probably just complain. But then playing Elden Ring at level 1 with nothing but an unupgraded damp wooden board, suddenly fine. Felt that way about the Arathi one. Like, enjoying the story, or like, are we there yet? I might end up doing some of that today too. Kind of wondering when it would end. Was it fairly long? These things are kind of cool. What if he built like a life-size model of this and then you just had it in your gaming room?
Do you hear
Sickest stream background ever.
The whispers demand your death.
Get a little crackly lightning effects on it. Oh, look, there's things I could get from rares and Eridath. I feel like now is probably a bad time to farm stuff from them because there's going to be extra people out here because of Lorewalking. Oh, and they really won't let me fly here. Okay. Hang a green screen in there. I was thinking like those, I forget what they're called, but like those things from Spencer's that like they're glass balls but that do like that thing, like the static thingy. I was looking into it when I was looking into lava lamps. Enjoy the Arathi quest. Farron has some funny lines around stuff she'd only ever heard about in the stories.
We each walk alone.
Did it on day 1, took longer.
Choose yours.
Yeah.
Aim
Just like a giant one that like looks like a like a ethereal portal. After some consideration, I have decided to allow Illyria another opportunity to pursue her destiny. Meet us in the Shadow Guard attempt. Witness what happens when you harness the void's power. Defeat Xal'atath and collect his heart. Only a demigod. What did I mean?
Embrace the void.
I'm sure he's like a void bad, but like I feel like we're just killing him for fun. Enter
Show me
void
the
terror.
path. I am ready to walk it.
right this way. Yes, this specimen will do.
Haven't seen anyone not using
Prepare
dialogue
yourself,
UI.
Illyria.
It's so good
That
for stuff like
thing,
this.
It's calling to me.
Focus.
Eritor!
This really looks like
Turn I won't
Rick from
let
Death
you.
Note.
I am not
The
yours
face
to
and the hair.
claim.
And the wings.
I curse you.
Be gone, wretched darkness.
Be sure to
What
collect our
prize?
prize, fleshling. I will tend to Illyria.
Toss him an apple. Give him an apple. See what happens.
Take it, and you will be one step closer to your destiny.
Can I have it?
I understand. Thank you. Both of you.
How does today find you?
His intentions do seem to be good. There are those who question both him and Illyria to this day. Why are we saying his intentions seem good? What on earth has he done to prove that to us? I don't trust it either. The ethereals are most fascinating. I've encountered another race of creatures who share many similarities. We should speak of them as well, the brokers.
And he then taught Illyria how to do the same.
Are brokers not ethereals? Another race of creatures who share similarities. Okay. Nomadic nature, desire to collect rare and unusual antiquities, penchant for trade. Do not exist in Azeroth, dwell in the Shadowlands. Okay.
Tread line. Interestingly, the ethereals share many of their unique traits with another group we have encountered. The
Oh, I see what you mean
brokers.
about transmog. I have 137 of 154, so some of it's stuff I already have.
Greetings.
Alright, tell me about the brokers.
Jade Serpent guide you.
Bangin' taste in architecture. Yeah, you hear we're gonna get to use their city for our city in the next
The
patch?
brokers were first
Must have
encountered.
done.
Not
Oh yeah, I guess they're
in
not
the
ethereals. They're just
ordinary
like
city, but in Oribos, a city in the realm
they're
of
very
death.
Zelda,
There,
honestly, with the
They
little flame
offer
head.
trade, bargains, and opportunities.
It is
Pinstripes.
clear you deserve only the best. I know our endeavors will prove profitable.
I remember this. This was the Tazavesh Mega Dungeon intro questline. Don't you dare bamboozle me. No, it's true. They're porting Tazavesh into Koresh so that it can be our player hub in 8 point or 11.3.
You have arrived.
8.3.
I am Aldelir,
We
a
made
humble
it.
collector of artifacts, here to present you with an opportunity.
Yeah, this city was pretty boring.
Solier of Cartel Soul seeks to acquire a dangerous relic. It would benefit us both if she did not. I know the way to whatever you seek.
He's the expert in broker culture. Relationships between cartels are complicated and unstable. Ask around
Let me know if you
with the
need
various broker
anything.
cartels.
Cartel Al
And then-
thanks you for your patronage.
Celia, leader of Cartel So, is a grave danger. Seeks to intercept an artifact. Pieces of the relic are said to be hidden in your homeworld. Intercept her. Find a shipping manifest. Okay.
Farewell, my friend.
I never paid a lick of attention to what it was we were doing in Tazavesh. I just liked the cats. I liked the Perkins. That was about it. Oh, what else can you tell me? Tell me more about Oribos. Ancient city. Judged by the Arbiter. Arbiter judges each soul in turn. Nexus between Shadowlands many domains. Useful place for traders such as the brokers. Okay. Where are we?
Every good story needs a hero.
Oh, is he gonna port me? Oh, he just ported me. I guess just in case I, like, teleported or left. Gotcha. Work off is so cold, want to curl into a blanket, take a nap. Oh, no. Sometimes I nest a little too hard with like a blanket on my knees, and then I've got like my foot warmer, and then I get too cozy, and then I get sleepy. Yeah, it was weird that you could mount in parts of it, but not other parts. And it was not very, like, it didn't really make sense as to why. Just logistically.
How may I assist? Cartel Ta avoids meddling in the affairs of others. It is to protect business. I am sure you understand.
Makes sense. Mind your own business. Beta, they didn't let you mount anywhere. Yeah. It's just so large. They needed little people movers, like the flat escalators like they have in airports, since it is functionally an airport.
All goods and services for sale. Remember, everything.
We have little to gain from lesser cartels. Whatever cartel Al and cartel So are bickering over, it is not our concern.
Our relationship with the attendants runs deeper. Happy to act as liaison.
Your patronage is always appreciated.
Brokers and ethereals, apparently not the same race. Or if they are, we haven't found that out yet. Lorewalker Cho is like, yeah, these things are similar. You know, reminiscent. Their feet kind of terrify me.
For you, I offer only the finest.
It seems
Shoo.
as though the different broker cartels were just as varied as the ethereals, as was each cartel's motive for doing business.
Business. Pig legs.
How may I assist? You have been seen with Aldalin. A word of caution. Choose your friends carefully, and your enemies more so.
Okie dokie. Don't get it because it seems random about the ethereals and also brokers and Shadowlands. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we're getting more to the point about how it ties together, because you're right, it was kind of like an odd segue of like, you know who this reminds me of? This other thing. How you boys getting on?
What is your desire? We do what the living cannot.
I don't think I'm meant to be talking to them, they're just getting distracted.
Well met. We do what the living cannot.
Bugler had a theory? Be spirits of ethereals from the planet that was destroyed. Oh. Hello? I need a shipping manifest?
Hello. Tread lightly.
Check the crates. Oh, there we go.
You there! That is
The map mark's so tiny bit off.
Saw!
There we go. I think Cho will port me back, actually. I think I don't have to run. I think I can be like, hello?
Greetings.
I'm a little
Eyes
lost.
open.
Aw,
Already
shucks.
learning.
Thanks for your help. Appreciate the lift. Yep.
In need of a guide?
How rude. Apologize for my kid.
Good luck with
You
your
found anything?
adventures.
Tazavesh.
Let me know if you need anything.
A number of our city's outposts are tucked away in the in-between, capable of moving from place to place. Much to my chagrin, I seem to have lost track of Tazavesh. Where did it go? Ask Cartel Ta for access, pride themselves in keeping track of such things. Try our luck with those at the night market in Revendreth. Alright.
Farewell. Tazavesh can be an elusive city to reach, but surely Someone at the night market will aid our journey.
This is where I spent all my gold on things they gave away as Twitch promotions.
Farewell.
Lost all like his car keys.
The night market
I left my car
resided
keys in my car
in
by
West
accident
Drift,
a couple of days
another
ago.
land of
And I was
the
like,
dead.
oh man,
It was
I figured they
also
were locked in
perhaps
there and I was
the
going to have
place
to
for
call
coordinates for the mysterious
BCAA to
city
come
of
help me out
Tazavesh.
and break into my
Who
own
would be
car.
found.
And then I realized that my car wasn't locked and I'm super lucky no one stole it. Just sitting there on the seat. Learn that one. Guess who quadruple checks her keys when she
My
gets out of the
friends
car
here
now?
have been unusually taciturn. Perhaps
Oh,
you will
you
have
come to
better
barter.
luck.
This realm offers infinite opportunities.
There's a bounty hunter. He's better suited to help you. Owes a shipment. Okay.
Fortune
Your
betcha.
help is most
New
appreciated.
existential fear unlocked.
I am quite
It's funny because I've
overwhelmed at the
never
moment,
done that
as you can
before.
see.
I've never, ever done that before. I always take them with me, but I had just happened to not bring a bag, and I was like, I'm just going to keep stuff in my pockets. And normally that's fine, but I guess I was just, I don't know, busy or overwhelmed or something. I've been kind of juggling a lot of balls. Lorewalking massive poggies? Modicum of poggies. Depends on if you're interested in the WoW story. I think it's a really good format for telling stories in WoW. Every time I lock a door, just so I remember when I inevitably panic about it 20 minutes later. Yeah, it wasn't the car was in a fairly safe place. It was not likely that someone was out looking for cars to jack in that area. But if they had been, they would have found it an exceptionally easy car to steal.
This time, the idyllic hills of Bastion, home of the winged Kyrian.
Kyrians have been working on a new type of Centurion they call an Aquilon. Sent some of our trade specialists to retrieve a prototype in question. Look at the Aquilon. Okay.
Until our next transaction.
Oh man, this brings me back. This is Gilded Waiter territory. Oh, I did so many world quests and treasure boxes, and I did so much out here. What is your objective today? My objective is to enjoy Lorewalking and maybe the Arathi campaign. See what I can get through, see what we can learn. Locked my keys in my old V8 quite a lot, but I knew how to break into my car.
It seems we may have to.
Yeah, it occurred to me when I was like thinking about calling the car helper people. I was like, I don't know how they're going to help me. If I've locked my keys in my car, like, are they going to break into my car for me? I guess so. I don't know. I actually have no idea what they do. It's not like they're running around with universal car keys. But I didn't have to find out because my car, as it turned out, was not locked. They can pick the lock, Slim Jim the window. So they basically just like break into your car. But with your blessing. Does it set off the alarm? I feel like it must. Hell Tauko. Recover his bounty. Hello? I'm looking for one prototype Aquilon. Do I need to... Oh, there it is. Do anything?
It can
Push a
fly.
random button.
I acquired some blueprints from one of the smugglers.
Bonk
Let
head.
me see.
Pull a random lever. I'm not touching nothing.
Buttons! Quickly, the buttons!
There's the buttons.
A sharp strike to the head always works.
Oh, that's mean. Sorry, buddy. I know you're a
There
robot,
are no
but...
operating instructions. Try hitting it.
I don't remember this being so funny.
Buttons! Quickly, the buttons! Pull on one of the levers.
Back in Shadowlands? Different expansions. It kind of takes you all over the place to tell a story and to like weave together different threads of the story that give context to each other. We did some Legion stuff and we did some BC stuff as well.
May I tempt you with my wares?
Perhaps now would be a good time for me to
Your side of the
mention
deal
that
is
I
done
may
after your
not be
payment.
quite
Cartel runs a ferry.
welcome in Tazavesh. But
Transport
fear
cargo.
not. I have a way I can travel beside you on the...
It was time to return to Oribos. Let's have Mishi take us there.
Ride Mishi to the ferry. Oh, you're Mishi.
Passage to Tazavesh was gained at last.
Yeah, this is the Ethereals one. I figured I would start with the stuff that was kind of setting us up for next patch.
You honor me with your attention.
Keep appendages inside the craft at all times.
Please, do see me again.
Okay. Take a barge. Where's my barge? Excuse me, one barge, please.
I live to serve.
No, I have to
A
ask him for it.
barge.
There it is.
Capable of traversing the in-between. It is technology such as this that reminds me of the Ethereals, my friend.
Did the Arthas one was fun. Haven't done the others yet. Kind of feels like we're ditching the Arathi and the Harrenir. Want the barge, man.
Are we there yet?
Dialogue UI is what's making my quest text look like that. Should be linked in my add-on spreadsheet. It's nice. Makes things a lot more readable. Oh, there's Tazavesh. Cho knowing about Shadowlands gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Al-Dalil was a most curious sort, but he offered a way into the city.
Oh, we're gonna be back in this dungeon.
A
Oh boy.
deeper look at the inner workings of Broca culture.
There is a price for my aid.
Wonder when the Blizz DBM thing will be like, and if you can select the voice. Is it gonna basically like, is regular DBM gonna be gone? And if so, will it be the end of the Hazel DBM voice pack one day?
Customs check. We must tend to a matter of great importance inside. Perhaps an exception can be made? All non-citizens must accept the required customs check.
Yeah, I've got a voice pack for DBM.
Customs
It's not
is.
fully updated, but it does work.
Follow me, Walker.
Would pay extra from the shop to have Ian voice acted. You want Ian to do it? Oh man.
Not a problem. We will simply follow another plan.
Here's the plan, violence.
Trust me, I am a professional.
Al-Dalil would eventually gain entry to Tazavesh and put an end to Solea's scheme.
I feel like you're not excited to get to bury it when they ask
story for
DBM.
another time. For now,
It's been fun. I didn't really think when I originally made it that it would be something I would be continuing to tinker with as many years after the fact. I kind of thought it was something I was going to do once and then have done with it. I did not think ahead. Triggers won't work anymore. Oh, okay. You would download the Hazel DBM voice pack off of CurseForge. I feel like I used to have an I don't know. I don't remember what the command is, but you could just search Hazelnutty on CurseForge and you could find it. And then with that downloaded in your DBM settings, there should be a voice drop down and then you'd be able to get Hazel. There it is. Thanks, Kurtz. There's another broker of whom we must speak. Her name was Venari. Much like Aldalil, she worked on her own and she required our aid. Tell me about Venari. Hazel Pack got me through Mage Tower in my book. Listen, maybe Cho is a outrageous gossip and that's how he's learned about all this stuff.
Have you come to trade or to waste your breath?
Look at all of these intriguing objects. In anticipation of such wonders, have come prepared. Establish.
Will that be all, Mo Walker? We have need of open space
I know it's the same voice actor who did Ana from Overwatch, and I'm sure a bunch of other stuff too. But I just hear Ana from Overwatch whenever I hear her. Joe is absolutely hardcore gossip. He always has all the tea.
This will do. Now, Mowalker, kindly activate the device with a touch of your anima. Ah, it worked. As I knew it would, of course. Oh dear, I seem to have left my bag in that musty cave. Retrieve it for me and we shall depart.
It's right here. Oh no, I've left my bag behind. Yo, she really knows who works for who.
Let Mishi free you from your burdens and make this trip more quickly.
That's funny.
Venari was unusual indeed. She resided in the Maw, the darkest, most dangerous part of the realm of death. Still, an alliance was built with her over time. And although it was unlikely she would call anyone friend, those that did her the most favors were the ones most favored in turn.
Mm-hmm. That's how you got your sockets in season 1. Or if you were me, how you didn't get your sockets because you were not about to come down here and do weeklies.
There you are. I trust my bag isn't too heavy for you.
Gosh, I still have it.
We have much to do.
We have a ghost jade noodle? I mean, we have different jade noodles. We have like a celestial one. I don't know if we have a ghosty one. Because if not, where?
Ah, my new partner. Let us see how long you last.
An ethereal cloak? Is this the precursor to the Reshi wraps?
Profitable effort indeed. You were transferred, yes?
Had purged that from my mind. Mm-hmm. Stuff has been so buggy, not as good.
Interesting. I've made an adjustment to the device to modify the destination coordinates.
One nice thing about Blizzard replacing the DBM bigwigs, though, is that teams don't have to pick one or the other.
This projection device is already proving useful. Now, about that travel attempt of yours. Do try again. I trust you are not followed.
Joe, can you tell me what we're doing here? Thank you for telling me this story.
Jade Serpent.
What did we learn about Venari? The Venari section was very short. And didn't seem relevant at all. It was just like, oh, you know who else is a broker? Is this lady. She's weird, huh? And that was it. That's the end of it, I think.
Hello. Every good story needs a hero.
I find it fascinating how much these two races have in common, don't you? Maybe it's not the end of it.
Who is this?
I apologize for interrupting your conversation.
And pertinent.
Oh, she heard us talking about her. I see. Her nose got itchy. Sent with an object for you to deliver to Locust Walker. Oh, okay. So this is real time now. We're okay. Deliver Venari's device to Locust Walker. Okay.
I do not recommend you keep her waiting.
She was just talking about her from the Maw. Waiting for a chicken mouth that doesn't cost $5 grand USD. Mm-hmm. Venari's been planning this since Warcraft 2, right? These are ethereal assassins. Shadow Guard, which would lead us to think Ethereum. Hello.
What is that?
A delivery.
Mortal?
Broker sent with this device sent to you by Venari. Okay. Oh, they give you notes. That's nice.
Oh, as I suspected. The Shadow Guard are after you as well?
I have not seen you since the destruction of our world.
Ho ho ho.
As I preferred it.
Oh snap. Are they X's? Please let them be X's.
Such fangs, Locust Walker. You wound me. Yet unfortunate as it may be,
Please let them be
it
X's.
seems we must work together one last time. Come, we have much to discuss. As for you, my capable courier, return to your storyteller with my thanks.
So I guess we'll find out more about that next patch. Okay, see ya. Good luck with that. Don't do anything too spicy without me. Yeah, so it sounds like they came from the same world at least.
Ethereals and the brokers both hail
Yeah.
from Karesh? Is it possible they were once one people? Oh, fascinating. Although the Ethereals are not the most forthcoming, their history is one of survival in the face of horrors beyond imagining. Their world was destroyed, yet they still managed to thrive. Perhaps one day we will learn more of their story. But for now, we must admire their resilience and strive for it ourselves. And now, I shall add this final chapter you uncovered to my tale. Thank you, my friend.
Got a couple crates of memorabilia.
Greetings. Farewell.
Get some notes. And the Koresh memory crystal.
Jay, thank you
Here
for
we go.
listening to my tale, friend.
One Lorewalking campaign. Ethereal stuff. Oh, they give you an achievement and everything. That's nice. It's a whole section of expansion features. I wonder if they would ever add more of these. And there's my toy. Here's my notes. There's summaries. Left without a home. Alright. Cool. That's a nice little summary. And then I have, it looks like 4 boxes of memorabilia. That's a trinket. That's a bummer. Oh, here's some pants. Here's some mug. Staff, which I had already. And then shoulders, which I had already. Oh, it's this gear. Gosh, what was that? That was Shadowlands, right? Communal pants, yeah. Anyway. If I disenchant it, what expansions am I gonna get? No, I got illusion dust. Okay, don't DE it. Illusion dust is like TBC levels. I'm deleting that. World Quest Mog. Yeah, interesting that it would DE into illusion dust is a TBC era. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Maybe it's Legion. Weird. Okay. Cool. Well, that was the first Lorewalking campaign. That took us like an hour actually. That took a little bit of time. I'm sure you could probably do it you could probably do it faster if you weren't reading. Depending on what your goals were. Yeah, let's just vendor that stuff. Shadowlands crafting reagents. Interesting. It is TBC. Did not risk disenchanting it. Yeah. Because it sure as heck ain't TBC Mog. Anyway, that's fun. Okay. Let's try out our Koresh crystal. 30-minute cooldown. 10-minute uptime. Oh, that's sick. That's actually really cool. And then that's without void form. With void form. Wow, void form looks weird on it. keep hearing a sound like someone logging in or out or something, but I cannot unsheath my weapons. I can RP walk. Can I dance? No dance. Can I sit? No sit. Point? Talk. Oh, they've got to talk. Cheer. No. Flex. No. Sleep? No sleep! The only thing I can do is talk. Walk and talk. Hello, how are you doing? Venari and Locust Walker are going to be dating. It seems like something they would do. Joke / silly? He does the talk emote. I didn't hear it though. I have dialogue sound on. Weird. Mounting hides it. What about combat? Oh, mounting clears it. Okay, well, we can't check combat then. That's a bummer. Normally something like that, it's fine if it doesn't stick through mounting, but it doesn't normally like completely wipe the aura. That's crazy. Okay. Well, what shall we do? Which one shall we do next? Should we do another Lorewalking or should we do the new campaign? Probably another Lorewalking. Because there's Arthas and then there's also a Xal'atath one too. Oh yeah, he's got this little book up there. Lorewalking campaigns. I kind of want to clear up my bags a tiny bit. They are messy, messy, messy. Character swap for combat test? You really want to see it? Okay, let's try it. I don't know if I like the brain mount. Here, I'll go find a real thing to fight, just for fun. Man, he's nearly 660. Looking at his gear. I know there's target dummies, but this is more fun. I want to find a few things. Oh, I used the Koresh crystal. It turned me into a broker. Temporarily appearing as a Koreshi. Okay, so it's not always going to turn you into an ethereal. It can turn you into a broker. Can they dance? No. Can they talk? Yes. Yeah, see, they've got more flair. Can they sleep? They can sleep! The brokers can sleep! They cross their legs and they clasp their hands and their head rotates completely around their little head flame. That's disturbing. / talk for the talk animation. Is he all caught up on ships? I don't know, maybe. He got one thing. I think he needs to do... I think he's like on his quest. I think he needs to do another week of it. He got a... No, he didn't get a Jasters. He got a Sephorian Pacemaker. I think Jasters is next for him. Excited for the lean emotes. Yeah. Okay. Oh, combat. Combat clears it too. Okay, so no combat, no mounting. But, yeah, basically just for hanging out in town. What about Rude? It's gone. It's all gone. No more. That's really annoying that they clear like that. Alright, I'll log on one more character to try / Rude. But then I'm gonna probably take my break and then do another campaign. Linked to your voice with good times. Oh, wow. Thanks for that. Aw. Yeah, I heard that you can lean anywhere and that you don't have to be against a wall, and it just kind of like leans you against nothing. Which I think is better than it failing if you're not against a wall, but it's funny. I didn't even think to try it. I didn't even think to try it once. So this time I'm getting... Ooh, I got a broker. This one got like more of an ethereal looking broker. It looks like there's a few different appearances these can give you. Slash rude. Nope, nothing for rude. Definitely no dance. These guys can sit though. Not that you can see it super well, but they can sit. They can lie down. Both of them can talk. No flex. No cheer. No dance. They'll do silly, but there's no voice lines on them. Interesting. Anything else you want me to check? It's cool that I've used the toy 3 different times and it's got... No, I don't think they have any taunts. I tried it. Either that or I have the sound off, but I'm pretty sure I have dialogue cranked up. Interesting, I've used it 3 different times. I've got 3 different appearances with it. That's kind of cool. No roar. What about a shy? No shy. Wave? They can wave. There you go, they can wave. What is cover? Nothing. Cover's nothing. Were you able to buy new toys from BFA Time Walking? No, not yet. I have no Time Warp badges. Oh, they can do a no. They can shake their head no. They don't work in combat. Oh. Can they eat? Oh, they have an eat! It was kind of just the use, though. Cry? No cry. Chicken. No chicken. That would have shocked me. Bow. They've got a bow. That's nice. And mind you, this is just for the broker version. The ethereal version may not be able to do all of this. The broker one seems to have more emotes available than the ethereals. Oh, Currents, thanks for the 39-month resub. What about a salute? No salute. Oh, cower. No cower. Follow me? Oh, that's just the talking. The talking. I'm like, oh man, they've got to follow, but it's just talking. Same thing with flee. When was the last time someone used slash flee? You yell for everyone to flee! No laugh. Slash fear didn't do anything. I think that's all of them. I don't think it's an upcoming character race. I would be shocked. Anyway. I am going to take a short break. I will be right back. We'll try out another campaign after this. BRB. Okie dokie. Let's see here. We're getting back on Inksy. Do another Lorewalking campaign. Smencius here early. 39 months of resub. Holy macaroni noodle. Oh man. Alright. So we could do the Lich King one or we could do the Xal'atath one. I feel like I want to do the Xal'atath one because I want to get that toy. I think. The Lich King toy seems cool too, and I'll do that eventually, but...
Eyes open.
And you can do it again for more of those boxes. Gotcha. Xal'atath, her history is a well-kept secret. Her words and deeds have affected so many. Her story must be told. Okie dokie.
Every good story. The most cunning foes wait until you are desperate. They offer solutions you cannot afford to refuse. When the Burning Legion returned to our world, it was a desperate situation indeed.
Oh, we're going way back.
The heroes of Azeroth sought to arm themselves.
Oh,
with
when they
the
returned, not the first
greatest
time.
weapons ever forged. Among these was Xal'atath.
That was
the
mine.
blade of the Black Empire. A high priest.
That was me.
searched far
I did
and
it. That was me.
wide for the blade.
Oh my god, are they gonna have me get it again? I know about this. This was me. I did this. This was back when I was excited about Legion before they refused to give me my good legendaries.
The high priest's search brought them to Tirisfal Glade, where they met with Alonso Fowl.
Yeah, there's gonna be a cave, there's gonna be tentacles. I know all about this. Do you read his text? Oh, did he say that it was me specifically? Does he know that I'm a priest and that I did this back in Legion? Humor me. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh. Dementus, is that you? It's nice that they have lamps. Because I feel like they don't need them to see, so maybe those are lamps that they're carrying for all of their void friends who need more illumination. So the Shadow Deacon found the blade.
The high priest learned the Shadow Deacon, the new leader of the Twilight's Hammer, found the Black Blade. Xal'atath changed him. He became obsessed with the Black Empire. The high priest already knew of Xal'atath through their allies in Netherlight Temple. Void-ethereal had an agent infiltrate the cult.
And we go for a swim. Just keep swimming. I did think the underwater caves were pretty cool. I thought that was a nice secret culty place to do your rituals.
We have an intruder.
It's me.
Excellent. I was expecting him, but I don't think you were. What? You traitor!
What?
Moira said he'd be coming. I'm Slaghammer, paying my family's debt by hanging out with these buggers. Let me take down this barrier. The Shadow Deacon's already below, starting his ritual. To get there, we'll need to do a bit of work. If you have any questions, let me know. But we best hurry. These buggers are suppressing Tyr's wards, so the Deacon can do his work below. We need to take them down. Start by dispelling the wards on the ritualists.
I don't remember this being Tyr's tomb. Maybe it was because this was before Dragonflight, so I hadn't really thought that much about Tyr yet. I know he was around, but hadn't seen a whole lot.
A trap! Destroy that creature before it kills us! There we go. The path to the prison should be open. Well, if it ain't me old friend, we'd be doing the world a favor ridden into this, buddy.
Like I called him a baddie. I don't know if it meant the same thing back then. I wonder if they're gonna have me. Did they give so when they have non-priests do this quest for Lorewalking, do they give him like a mass dispel, I don't know, toy or something?
More
Or do they just make them kill these things?
We could mass dispel them, or just fight through. But it wouldn't get too close.
It's like a scroll they gave me as a druid a mass dispel? Oh, okay.
Yes, the blade is right. I am unstoppable. Once Sakaj lives again, I will hold dominion over this world. Our old leaders chose to work with pawns. I choose
What a
the
belt.
real power.
This is no good.
Defend me, Blade. You said this would work. You think to stop me. With this weapon, I can do anything. Anything! This shouldn't be happening. Why aren't you protecting me?
Weak and pitiful. The Twilight Father did not dare wield me, for he knew the price of failure.
Give me another chance. No! No!
You, on the other
Surely
hand,
everything will go fine for me, though.
yes, I foresee us doing great things together. Take hold of my haft and I will aid you. For now. Yes, we are eager to feast on the fallen Titan's minions. But first, Zakash. The cultists may try to stir him again, or he could awaken on his own. We must consume his essence to ensure he is gone forever. You know this must
Zakash
be
came up somewhere. I forget where, though.
Thus ends the first chapter of
Anything
our
about the
tale.
Grandmaster chest drains log?
Xal'atath
No,
was
I haven't
a
heard of it.
constant whispering presence in the High Priest's mind. Yet they slew countless demons together. Hello.
Oh yeah, I've heard that you are the very high priest who took this journey. I have not quite perfected my telling, and I would like to keep the high priest anonymous.
Tread lightly. In the final battle, Sargeras plunged his blade, flowing with poison, into Azeroth.
Just updated mine for
Xal'atath
trading
was
post.
one of many weapons whose powers were used to nullify the sword. She was weakened, but not for long.
Oh, so we can learn about all of this stuff. So if I ask about the Legion invasion, he'll play me the whole movie. Demons. This was the third invasion. Okay. I don't know when to give it up. Keeper's Rest of God's Twilight's Hammer. Keeper's Rest is another name for the Tomb of Tyr. The Titanforge Keeper Tyr fought against Zakaj. Tyr defeated Zakaj and gave his life to do so. I feel like we played through that in Dragonflight. Like, I feel like we did that. Because I remember being Tyr fighting Zakaj. They did that for me. This is the spot where he was buried. He was guarded by a secretive group called Tyr's Guard. Tell me about the Twilight's Hammer. They're a cult that worships the old god, seeks to bring about an end of days. Okay. What about the old gods? What do you got to say about them? The old gods. Brrr! Ooh. Terrifying entities. Combined domains were known as the Black Empire, said to have been sent from the void to corrupt the world. Long ago ruled over Azeroth. He charged, was defeated by the Titan Aman'Thul. But when he ripped Isharge out, he damaged the world. Who's the real bad guy? Other old gods were sealed away rather than removed. Did not wish to damage Azeroth further. Why does this feel like an asbestos allegory? I have been doing too much house hunting. Over time, Azeroth's camp champions had defeated each of the old gods in turn. Discharge chills his bones the most. Beast of 7 heads fell to Amanthul. He breathed out one last terrible breath, which manifested the 7 Shaw. Right. And then Cthulhu. Terrible entity of madness. And chaos. Imprisoned within a queue. Led to the War of the Shifting Sands. Cthulhu had Karaji and Silithid minions, and the Scare Ball was erected to keep them contained. Right. And then Yogg Saron. Imprisoned in Ulduar. Blood ran through Northrend, becoming Serenite, which included Whispers, including Loken. Right, okay. What kind of things did Xal'atath say to the High Priest? Because I remember her hitting on me. Opinions, secrets, memories. Fortunately, the High Priest kept a careful record of her words. In Netherlight Temple.
Netherlight Temple was a grand hall where priests gathered. There, the High Priest heard these whispers in their mind.
Do the Naru speak of the eternal conflict? That the entire history of your world is but a fraction of the time that has passed? Of those that came before the
Oh, so it's got all of her whispers. That's cool. Alright. I don't got time for all that.
I know the Naru consider us horrors to be resisted. We do not share this view. They are merely beloved brethren that lost the true path. They will return to their masters in time.
About Sargeras' sword. Final fight against Legion took place in Argus. Heroes triumphed with the aid of the Titanic Pantheon. They pulled Sargeras away from Azeroth before his plans could be realized, but he did one last pokey. I remember that. What sword, etc. Okay, we did it.
Farewell. Jade Serpent guide you.
In the aftermath of the Legion invasion, tensions between Horde and Alliance erupted into the Fourth War, aka BFA. Xal'atath during the Fourth War.
After the
I think that was
Legion
BFA.
Defeated, Azeroth erupted into the Fourth War. In the midst of the chaos, Xal'atath made her next move. Here, Xal'atath came before the High Priest once more.
I kind of forgot about this.
Promises of power.
Strength failing. I need blood. Souls.
I can offer you fish people.
Perish, Landwalker!
I would love to play as a Naga. Why do I feel like if they let us play as Naga, they're gonna give us like weird funny ones with like little weird funny Naga legs? Or just, I don't know, they're gonna make them weird. I like these ones.
To the abyss with you!
Mine broke before this part. Oh. Maybe they fixed it. Maybe this is what I get for procrastinating, is it's been sorted out into tippy top shape. Yeah, give Naga an elf visage for when they need legs. Yeah. Just let him sit on Mount Side Saddle, you know? Give them a clip on their backs that they can tuck their tail into. Well, yeah, like a tail holster. Or maybe you get extra tentacles that like come out and they wrap around the belly of your horse to hold you onto it. The servants in Azoth prepare for their master's return. They intend to conjure a scouring storm to wash away all the unbelievers. 3 ancient artifacts. I hear the Void Relic calling to me. It's being empowered or corrupted. See it upon a cliff overlooking a vast sea. Find the Void Stone.
The High Priest journeyed to stop the followers of Nethoth, an old god, a dark creature who sought to corrupt our world. Let us have Mishy speed this story along, shall we?
How glorious it is to be renewed. Though I haven't forgotten your callous misuse of me in Xal'atath. Such a waste of potential.
Imagine a poor Naga trying to wrap her in
We had a
to start.
chance to spend more time together. You should know that of my many companions, you were my favorite.
See, she's into me. She always has been.
We will accomplish remarkable things together, you and I.
Stormsong Valley right now. If you ask a question here with the Lorewalker quest, then it should teleport you to your next spot. Maybe you can talk to Cho in Dornegal, if nothing else.
Does she actually think she can break open the stone? Fool. Were we not pressed for time, I would enjoy watching her fail.
She said I was her favorite.
Unleash the Void Stone, my champion. It should provide the strength I need to help you find the other two relics.
Uh-huh. First time logging on in here. Well, thanks, Chris.
Once again, you prove
Appreciate it.
deserving of my admiration. Such a worthy champion. Such magnificence awaits us.
Did the High Priest foresee the consequences of their actions here?
Well, yeah.
Regardless, they traveled to Freehold.
Who could possibly have
We
imagined
can't
that
help
empowering
but
the
give
Void
them
Relic would be a mistake?
A powerful Naga once possessed the trident. Now his underlings seek to recover it.
Are you gonna fly me all the way there?
Delicious irony that a pirate keeps such a coveted prize.
Legion Remix is gonna be full of S-Priests. Champions of Azeroth collectively very dumb. The Tidestone thing was the funniest one. Everybody's just like, wait, I thought you had it. Disembodied voice spoke to me, told me to murder sounded so reasonable.
I could have made captain.
The Korthia Primus sigil, excruciatingly stupid. I don't
What
remember
do
that
you
one.
seek?
So this is just Moana.
Oh,
It's gonna be a big. It's gonna be a big crab, isn't it?
One final artifact from the High Priest. Shall Mishi move us
We gathered
along?
the sigils together that the Primus hid and took them into Torghast, where the jailer took them immediately.
It is no mere coincidence that our paths intersect. You were meant to find me. I was meant to find you.
That's
A
how he got
grand
to Zereth
destiny
Worth.
lies
Oh!
before us. Surely you sense it as well as I.
I think I managed to get through Shadowlands without thinking about the jailer very much.
Make your way to the shores of Vol'dun. That is where the third prize awaits.
So instead of Tamatoa, we're going to go see Toatana. Of course it's a crab. How is Immeldraxis playing with my abominations? I was in Bastion looking for a bird. Cacaw. I was grinding anima.
So many possibilities. The time.
The pieces were falling into place. Only one task remained. Let us have Mishi hasten the journey. Xal'atath often whispered to the High Priest about the old gods and their black empire.
Why would they cut out the part where Zelly calls it the lobster for being rude?
Wars against them as they seek to turn our world to void. Finally, N'Zoth was the only one who remained. He was waiting patiently for his moment to strike.
What was Cahoon? Was he an old god, or was he just like an old god's bit of leftover snot in a wall or something? Wonder if anyone still has the gift in the N'Zoth eye. Left it on for a long time.
N'Zoth found an unexpected collaborator.
A stone to call forth the darkness. A weapon forged in the depths.
Nothing could possibly go wrong here.
A crown.
He was a fake old god that the blood trolls made.
All worlds. Hear me, God of the deep. I have brought you the opener, the bringer of truth, the torch that lights the way.
Any advice on the disc belt?
Honor.
Completed the console quest, haven't gotten the belt yet.
Free me to find my
If there are any more quests from Dagran, or what's his face, in the Delve area of Dornogal, it's you get the quest as a quest reward from the Questlines specifically. There should be another quest.
My dear friend, we will meet again. I am certain of it.
Are we inside his off? Oh, hello. Reminds me of Ilkana. Oh, it's great on a gnome. You can see her teeth coming out of her jaw and her chin. N'Zoth, can you give me the Powerball numbers while you're looking?
Xal'atath was freed from the blade and took a mortal form. Her past remained a mystery. But we lore-walkers are never satisfied with an incomplete story. Greetings. Tread lightly. How does today find you? Jade Serpent.
Hang on, I want to
guide
hear
you.
about N'Zoth's gift in Ny'alotha. N'Zoth corrupted an Eltharion into Deathwing, twisted Queen Ashara and the Highborn into Naga, helped craft the Emerald Nightmare. Gotcha. Tell me about the gift. Allowed one to easily discern who had allied with the old god and speak with them. His gift granted the ability to speak the language of the old gods. One must wonder what the cost of such a gift truly was. See, I can speak the language of the old gods when I'm in void form. Okie dokie. Ny'alotha was the home of the old gods, different reality. Vision in which the Black Emperor had been restored. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Eyes open. Always be learning.
Many years ago, a stone tablet from Stormsong made its way into my library. Years to break the cipher, translate the fragments, tell you what we pieced together. Listen to Cho to learn the story of Xal'atath in Ny'alotha. I wonder if these are going to be new quests then.
It's a record of a battle from
I know they said they'd made some new
long
ones.
ago, when the Black Empire ruled all. The old gods sent all of their forces to Ny'alotha.
Midsummer's
to
tomorrow,
counter
new
an
Mog? Ho ho
unexpected
ho.
attack from Xal'atath.
That'll be fun.
Come forward, chosen. Xal'atath seeks to usurp the Masters. Lord N'Zoth will not tolerate this betrayal.
Wait, it's me. I'm fun now.
Serve as you are meant to.
We're all lobsters.
Do not question their will. For the
Defeat
glory
Xal'atath's
of the
forces.
Empire.
Summon Yogg-Saron Cthulhu and Ishard. You betcha. I'm on it. I'm your girl. Autopole, thank you for the 55-month resub. Happy Friday, Hazel and chat. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a lovely day. Allow us to know the name that the name of a single pet meant fluffers in old god language, and that's it. Had a 3k bear tank pull everything from the start of Shrine of the Stars until the second boss for us to wipe. Yeah. Some people forget that even if you are awesome, dungeons kind of need to be a slight amount of a group effort. Oh, man. Oh. It just kind of makes me want to run Ny'alotha for Mog. Hello? Oh, I just summoned him. That was easy. See, here he just looks like a little ribbit. He just looks like a little toad. I had a tank try to vote kick a DPS because he was doing lowest DPS and we're leveling and time walking. Good lord. Good grief. Those people. There is a time and a place for expectations like that, and it is not leveling time walking. Getting more toxicity in time walking than keys right now. I was expecting keys to be super toxic, and they were actually pretty reasonable. Even the 6s. I kind of figured the 10s would be fine, but the 6s might get aggressive. And so the 6s were definitely messier, but socially people were very, very polite about it. There was a lot of friendliness going on, people trying to help, people trying to explain mechanics to each other to get everybody on the same page. You know, it was nice. It's the 2-3 keys are the cursed ones. I have a feeling I'm not doing awesome at being an N'Zoth minion, otherwise they maybe would not have let me maybe they just ported me back for fun. Maybe I didn't die. What's this one do? Is that a leap? Dark leap. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff. I do think I need to balance my workout a little bit more. I think that I'm becoming a little tiny bit asymmetrical. People are going to get suspicious. The idea that anybody would need to be geared for time walking when time walking literally scales you is really silly. Like, yes, some gear scales better for time walking, but I would never expect somebody to know that. You have to use the extra button.
N'Zoth should have known Xal'atath would target Ny'alotha when she learned what he was building. Fortunately, our aid will...
At the end of the dungeon, the healer was dead. Everybody left before rezzing. Yeah, it's annoying. Seen the level 11 characters blasting it. It used to be, and probably still is, that really low level characters scale really favorably for time walking. Because they don't have all of their talents, they're just like standard abilities are scaled to do more damage to kind of accommodate for not having all of the different talent interactions. But when you translate that into time walking scaling, it just makes them really strong. Woo! I thought I was gonna fall off. Only story I did for Lorewalking so far.
Underestimates us.
It's fun so
attempts to
far.
distract
I really
us
liked the ethereal one.
failed. Even we will work together when faced with such blatant betrayal.
What if one of the old gods was just randomly, like, British? There was probably a teleport, wasn't there? Yes, there is. 11 hours yesterday just kept dying instantly. Some of the twinks take a lot of damage now. Oh, interesting.
Well.
Confront Xal'atath. Oh, we're almost done this one. The lords hold Xal'atath within their keep. Go join them to confront and end Xal'atath.
This creature, Xal'atath, is not like Lord N'Zoth and
I have a feeling that's not what happened.
He does not appreciate their power or our Black Empire. Show her the error of her ways.
When they say descend, maybe back here. I want an old god voiced by Gordon Ramsay. Bunch of characters between 65 and 77 that I leveled with the quiz during the anniversary event. That's fun.
You betrayed not only the strength of the Black Empire, but the
Oh, look, it's a party!
darkness that embraced you. As punishment
Where is she?
for
Oh, that's
your
her.
craven selfishness, you will suffer in confinement. Eternally sealed. You shall only watch this world as it gains untold.
She betrayed them? I feel like she helped us defeat them. She's kind of operating on her own agenda.
Eternally pathetic. You are mere pestilence, parading as lords. This is not the end of the game.
Which one's our favorite?
Only the beginning. And I have all
I kind of like N'Zoth.
eternity to play.
The last desperate cries of one who has witnessed the inevitable.
But that was not all.
Oh, so they banished her into the blade.
The tablet states she whispered in a voice only N'Zoth could hear.
Consider what greatness could be yours if your siblings did not stand in your way.
Siblings. Did they have a parent?
The
Was there a mom old god and a dad old god that loved each other very much?
You need only reach out and claim it.
Oh yeah, I guess we don't know what she did to betray them
Was
back
how
then. I had my timelines
became
mixed up.
The blade of the Black Empire eons ago. I fear this raises more questions than it answers. What is Xal'atath? Is she related to the old gods? What does she ultimately intend to achieve? Although Xal'atath's origins remain a mystery, her actions have brought harm to everyone.
Yeah, but she gives me nice buffs in my
Perhaps
teeth.
that is all one needs to know.
I like the
in
cooldown
order
reduction.
to oppose her. Farewell.
Was it her plan from the start, huh?
Jay,
I see.
thank you for listening to my tale, friend.
I like this one a lot. Dropped in fast, drop a follow. Thanks, Level Flight. I like it when these give me transmog, and not rings. There's the toy. I wanted to read the notes. That's a Glacier loyalty card. Lorewalker notes. On, not the ethereals, but on Xal'atath. First encountered in Legion's Third Invasion, High Priest. Found a blade with mind of its own. Whisper in their mind of dark pasts and future promises. I feel like when they first started writing Xal'atath lines in Legion, they were just like, yeah, wouldn't it be sick if this dagger talked to you? And then they like came up with all of this after the fact. Battles came to an end and Sargeras, leader of the Burning Legion, was defeated. Blackblade had its powers sacrificed. It was thought gone. It was weakened. Not long after the Legion invasion was brought to an end, we had BFA. She had me juice her back up. She got a body. She freed N'Zoth. And N'Zoth released her from her blade. Lorewalkers discovered that she turned against the old gods and they put her in the blade. Yeah, so we don't know what drove her to turn on the old gods. Maybe they don't know. They probably know now. You know what she did back in the day? She spilled uncooked rice on the kitchen floor, didn't clean it up. Uncooked rice. Coffee grounds. Sadness. I think the theory of N'Zoth being in the blade now might come true. Oh. Little switchery doodle. Do you think she's the final boss of the expansion? No, I think Dimensius is the final boss of the expansion. I feel like they told us that. unless I've really missed something. Echo of Xal'atath. Let's try out the toy. Blade of the Black Empire. Might do a face turn, be our friend. Yeah, there's some stuff early on PTR that kind of addresses that. I don't want to say anything though, just in case people are avoiding spoilers. Call upon your memory of Xal'atath. Her voice will occasionally echo with glee when you kill a foe. So it gives you an hour-long cooldown on an hour-long buff. So 100% uptime, basically. Oh, that'll be fun. Maybe I'll just macro that in so I have it always. Let's make a little macro for Fort. Echo of Xal'atath. Can I just like... I don't want to type all that out. Fine. Echo of Xal'atath, comma, Blade of the Black Empire. There we go. Macroed into my fort. Speaking of face turns, Ashard and Athris still out there. Think they found each other.
Is usable again. There is still plenty of
Maybe.
construction work and rubble clearing needed.
I'm waiting for her to say something to me. I'm trying to get Xal'atath's voice to proc. I'm sure it's exactly like it was in Legion, but I just want to hear it again. Although this means that anybody could. It wouldn't have to be a priest. I don't know about that. Should be a Shadow Priest only toy. Yeah, everybody can enjoy the love now. She's not talking to me. She's not that impressed by me killing these outdoor mobs. I could get a Crackling Shard if I'm really lucky. Yeah, totally not biased. Listen, she said we're her favorite.
Did you feel it cease to exist?
Ah, there it is. There it is. Good day. How's it going? New content. Cool. Good day. Happy Friday. It's going good. We've been doing story stuff today. I've done 2 Lorewalking campaigns. We enjoyed them very much. I feel like I know a little bit more about the Ethereals and a little bit more about Xal'atath. I was just about to start the Lich King one, I think. I bet you we can do it in 50 minutes. Actually, I have no idea. I don't know how long it is. Nice. As Titan, we're going to have a sick council fight with Xali, Ashard, and Athris, and Heridikron. That would be a lot of bosses to blow in one fight. That would be kind of wild. Okay.
Always be learning.
Arthas. The very forests of Lordaeron whispered his name.
Every good story must warn you, friend. This is not a tale for the faint of heart. The
Everybody loves
Lich
this story.
King, a figure so horrible that his very legacy defies remembrance. Perhaps we should recall instead the prince who had yet to become king.
Okay, I am in Scarlet Halls. I have Training Strike, Strike to Teach, not Wound, and I have Expert Backhand, Hold Back, Teach a valuable lesson, stuns the target for 6 seconds.
Are, lad. We've been waiting for you.
Oh my gosh, they put us in the original model. Look at this guy. Is that the original model or did they spruce it up? I can't tell. It looks pretty chunky to me.
The
Hi,
light
Uther.
shines upon us.
Got a parade, a contingent from Ironforge. King Taryn is here to oversee everything. Inspire your men, prove yourself, whip these troops into shape. No doubt Murden's been itching for a brawl as well. Spar with the troops.
For Lordaeron.
I feel like it would be really rude. Like, you're their prince. What are they gonna do? Kick your butt? I feel like it would be not very fair. I don't think it's going away. I think this is gonna remain in the game. It didn't sound like a limited time thing. Hello.
Commander.
Let's spar. You'll definitely not get in trouble if you draw royal blood. I'm glad they left his old model in. I think that's nostalgic. Is he gonna die? Did I beat somebody to death in the yard? Oh, we've trained 1 of 6. He was kind of wailing on me for a second though. Yeah, I want to do Murden. I'm gonna have to train with some more soldiers too. I'm probably gonna have to go back. I just want to do Murden. I'm skipping. Alright. They'll let just about anyone in here.
Show me what you've got.
It's nice that when I hit them, he sprays blood. That's friendly.
Ah, the princeling has some bite. Ah, good shot.
He doesn't have any teeth left. He's hemorrhaging. I'm pretty sure he has brain contusions.
Uther's trained you well, Arthas.
You do your order proud, boy.
And your kingdom as well. Come, my son. We have much to attend to.
All's quiet, Commander.
Old blood is fine and rolled with healing and res magic. Yeah. I hate Arthas. You don't like him? You want to kill him like a couple 100 times and maybe you'll get him out? He's waiting for you.
Good to see you, Commander. Safe travels.
His hair looks a little dry. It's doing its best.
Good to see you, Commander.
Oh, you know who I should smack with my hammer is this archer in not plate armor. She can take it.
What can I do for you?
Oh my god, it's so violent. Right in the dome. Him in full plate too.
Here there.
He doesn't want any.
Talk to me. Watch your back.
She'll do it.
See you around.
Yeah, it's a lot of blood for sparring. The 6-second stun's really brutal too. There we go. Lordaeron foot soldier said, that seemed a bit much. Oh. Well, they're dead now. Oh, hey, it's Dad. Well done. Heard the soldiers from all the way over here. You were born for this. Well done on the violence. There we go.
As both prince and paladin, Arthur's placed the future of his kingdom above all else.
Kana's in the corner. Oh, I missed a chance to flirt with her.
A terrible plague beset Lordaeron. One
Oopsies.
that turned its victims into the undead. How does today find you?
Here, if I ask him to go away, maybe I could go talk to... Nah, she's gone. Uther's here, Terran is here. Nobody else.
Greetings.
His heart belongs to a giant scaly
Having
dragon anyway.
seen the horrors afflicting
Listen, she's had many loves in her life by now.
Arthur's believed
She's
it
got
a
bad luck with them.
mercy to spare them from such a fate.
Done this a few times.
Glad you could make it, Uther.
Slash flirting with Jaina gives you ATT progress.
Watch
Does it
your
really?
tone with me, boy. You may be the prince, but I'm still your superior as a paladin.
As if I could forget. Listen, Uther. There's something about the plague you should know. Oh no. We're too late. These people have all been infected. They may look fine now, but it's just a matter of time before they turn into the undead.
What?
This entire city must be purged.
Like Lorewalker show.
Consider that.
Whenever we
There's
go on
got
a
to be
quest, it's like
some
run a
other
little
way.
date. Does Lorewalker show have a canonical love
Damn it,
interest?
Uther. As your future king, I order you to purge this city.
You are not my king yet, boy. Nor would I obey that command even if you were.
Then I must consider this an act of treason.
He's married to his work. Yeah, history. Oh.
Lord Uther, by my right of succession and the sovereignty of my crown, I hereby relieve you of your command and suspend your paladins from service.
Arthas, you can't just...
It's done. Those of you who have the will to save this land, follow me. The rest of you...
I remember when he had to sit through this RP to do Culling of Stratholme, and it was skippable, but if somebody hadn't done it yet, the whole thing would play.
Threshold, Arthas.
Jaina?
I'm sorry, Arthas. I can't watch you do this.
I think it's funny that they're like, we can't stand with this. We won't stop you, we just don't want to look. Be on your way. History in Azoth not conducive to romantic outing? I mean, people go on dates to watch horror movies all the time. Not me, but people.
Take position here, and I will lead a small force inside Stratholme to begin the culling. We must contain and purge the infected for the sake of all of Lordaeron.
Does it do any good to do it over and over again? You get more of those little boxes, those little loot boxes, if you needed Mog from them, maybe? I don't think it's the only way to get that Mog, though. And you can do them as leveling quests if you like them. It is a lot of RP, yeah. I'm not planning on repeating it, I'm planning on doing them just the once.
Lordaeron will be saved. Everyone looks ready. Remember, these people are all infected with the plague and will die soon. We must purge Stratholme to protect the remainder of Lordaeron from the scourge. Let's go.
Housing is planned for later. Not crazy later, but like later, for sure.
I can only help you with a clean death.
Oh. Oh. Oh, man.
That was just the beginning.
Imagine being these people.
Yes, this is the beginning. I've been waiting for you, young prince. I am Mal'Ganis. As you can see, your people are now mine. I will now turn this city, household by household, until the flame of life
Okay,
has
310,
been
0
snuffed
issues.
out.
Not like the previous week when it was a terrible slog. Nice.
Better that these people
I think
die
people
by
having
my
belts
hand
makes
than
a
serve as your
difference.
slaves in death. Mal'Ganis will send out some of his Scourge minions to interfere with us. Those of you with the strongest steel and magic shall go.
Are they gonna make
forth
me
and
do the
destroy
whole
them.
culling of Stratholme?
I will lead the rest of my forces
We'll find
in
out.
purging Stratholme of the infected.
Could the people of Stratholme have been
Oh, it's just the
cured
RP.
and saved? We may never know. Arthas was unwilling to risk the rest of the kingdom. All he could offer was a clean death.
I remember I ran through this to get the bronze dragon mount. You'd speedrun it. It was like the first mount that I got that wasn't just a vendor mount. Weird issues with this one? Had to restart it? Because I feel like if you did it too slow, Mal'Ganis wouldn't be here.
This will be a fine test.
Mal'Ganis will pay for this.
Your journey has just begun, young prince. Gather your forces and meet me in the Arctic land of Northrend. It is there that we shall settle the score between us. It is there that your true destiny...
I'll hunt you to the ends of the earth if I have to. Do you hear me? To the ends of the earth!
That always reminded me of the Swan Princess
You
movie.
performed well this day. Anything that Mal'Ganis has left behind is yours. Take it as your reward. I must now begin plans for an expedition to Northrend.
Well, thanks. I got a beguiling
Arthas
scepter.
did not relent in his pursuit
Oh,
of
Dad!
Mal'Ganis.
Yeah.
He would deliver retribution for what the Dreadlord had done, and for what Mal'Ganis had forced him to do in return.
Hello.
Alright, tell me more about the plague. It was a weapon during the Third War. The Lich King spread it to human settlements of Lordaeron via tainted grain. They would become infected, and then after they died would rise as cursed undead. The zombies could be controlled by the Lich King. They raised Lordaeron. Gotcha.
Tread lightly.
Tell me about Stratholme. Second largest city in Lordaeron. It was where the Order of Silverhand was founded. Important town. Size and position as a port city. A port city? Hang on. City closest to Kel'Thalos. No wonder the city was stricken by plague.
Eyes
Right.
open.
Hang on. I want to look at the
Always
map.
be learning.
Stratholme.
Mal'Ganis will pay for this.
I guess if this is meant to be Stratholme, like this northern section that you can't click on, then it makes sense. Then that it would be a port city here, I guess. I never thought of it as being on water. Interesting.
Greetings.
One less obstacle to deal with.
What was your first pet? In game or in real life? In game, it was the green-winged macaw that drops in dead mines. Tell me more about Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis. Brr! One of 5 dreadlords said by the Burning Legion, meant to serve as jailers of the Lich King, meant to keep him in check, and ensured that the plague of undeath was spreading as it was supposed to. He led the Scourge forces in Lordaeron, and when Lich King chose Arthas as a suitable champion, Mal'Ganis helped concoct a plan to lead Arthas to Northrend. Gotcha.
Every good story needs a hero.
How can you remember your first pet? I was really excited about it. It was a big deal. It's my profile image on Warcraft Pets. What happened after
Jade
Strathel?
Serpent guide you. Few survived the expedition.
No, I haven't finished
to
8 Mask yet.
Northrend.
I've been busy this week.
Restless
Maybe on the
ghosts
weekend?
haunted those forlorn shores long afterward.
So I'm gonna drink something that will make me so unconscious that my spirit thinks that I am dead. Fun. Then speak to the ghostly denizens of the Forgotten Shore. Okay.
Farewell to ye.
Still need to do the big strong dude. Can't remember his name. Undertaker? Underpin. Underpin's really fun. Undertaker would be a sick boss name, though. The Doomed Expedition. This is part of the story I'm less familiar with. Alright, so take me out. There we go. I'm feeling pretty dead.
More work? What is it?
Oh, I didn't get to see what he said.
What?
If it wasn't for those damned beasts burning our ships, we would have been home. Leave me alone so I can get back to work, as he's building a house. Sort of bothered you. Carry on.
More work?
I feel like their voices are kind of a lot.
What?
What? They're not who I'm looking for anyway. Oh, I guess I was looking for at least one of them. Mine was the Meadow Stomper calf. Yeah, once you've collected a disc belt power, it'll be unlocked for everybody.
Greetings.
Hello. We'll never get these ships ready in time. I'm sure everything will work out.
Have a good one.
Well, that's mean. I'm just lying. We're looking for a rifleman and a knight. There's a knight. No, that's a footman. He just looks fancy. Force you rid of all delves. I mean, you don't have to collect all the powers. You just got to get the one that you want to use. I'm using the default one, so I didn't go out of my way to get any extras. I figure I'll just get them when I get them. Which reminds me, I do want to do my my overcharge delves today. Maybe, depending on how long this questline takes. I'm looking for a rifleman or a knight. So I guess this was Arthas's expedition, maybe. Just crashed on the rocks. Would make sense. Yeah, that's just a footman. Footman. Hello? Oh, there's a knight. He's on a horsey.
Can I help you?
I believe the young prince will see us to victory. Pray each night for his safety.
For the
Okay.
alliance.
What's on your mind?
Don't know what could be taking him so long. Sure he'll be back any day now, soldier.
Good.
Okie dokie.
How does today find you?
Tell me about the Forgotten Shore. It was the site of his forces when he traveled to Northrend to find and destroy Mal'Ganis. Taranis sent an emissary ordering the fleets to return to Lordaeron. Arthas recruited mercenaries to burn the ships and keep them stranded. And when the burned ships were discovered, he blamed the mercenaries and let his soldiers murder them in cold blood. And he wasn't even the Lich King yet. He was just mad. Was he the Lich King already? I don't think he was. I think he did that by himself. That's murder. Okay.
Hello.
Tell me about Frostmourne. Horrifying blade wielded by the Lich King. Could shatter and imprison souls, twist the living into mindless undeath. It was the first tool of Lich King, placed into a cavern for a Lich King's chosen champion to find. Arthas took out the blade, forfeited his soul. Now a Death Knight. Right.
Farewell.
No, I did not play Warcraft 3. Does that surprise you?
How does today find you? Every good story needs a hero.
Learn about the Doomed Expedition. Forgotten Tale. It turns in up here. All of Arthas' decisions require him to be mad from nearly the start to make sense. Mm-hmm.
Greetings. around.
They didn't think Arthas was some great hero, when in truth it was Arthas who ordered the ships to be burned. It was him who left us all for dead. Not all the soldiers perished in the winter.
Goodbye.
Whenever I would feel anger, anxiety, or sorrow, I would focus my thoughts on the orb, take it to the Forgotten Shore, find the ruins of my old base. Let the Forgotten see the world through my heart and soul.
See ya around.
So he's like telling those souls the truth to free them or something. Or just to really make him angry. It is kind of weird that he just had a crystal orb that, like, told him things. They just want to go home.
I apologize, emissary, but the prince is away on an errand. What brings you to this desolate place?
By royal edict, you men are to return to Lordaeron immediately. Lord Uther has convinced the king to recall this expedition.
We're to just pick up and leave?
That's correct. My men report that the roads from here to the shore are held by the undead. You'll need to find an alternate route back to your ships.
To hell with the undead. We'll cut our way through the woods, man.
Yeah, there's definitely no undead there.
Captain, why are the guards not at their posts?
Well, my lord, your father had our troops recalled at Lord Uther's request.
Uther had my troops recalled? Damn it! My warriors abandoned me. I'll never defeat Mal'Ganis. The ships must be burned before the
Fumbling Jaina was his worst crime.
Isn't that a bit much, lad?
Burned down to their frames. No one goes home until our job here is done.
You lied to your men and betrayed the mercenaries who fought for you. What's happening to you, Arthas? Is vengeance all that's important to you?
Spare me, Muradin. You weren't there to see what Mal'Ganis did to my homeland.
I feel like there was like a tiny time jump in that conversation. He was like, let's burn the ships. And then he was like, he betrayed the mercenaries, which from the sounds of it happened like in two separate, like he used the mercenaries to burn the ships and then betrayed the mercenaries. And it happened, I guess, between sentences in that conversation. But I feel like we're caught up. That was a stinky thing for him to do.
Hello.
The lost souls are now redeemed. Return to Zelig the Visionary at Winterguard Keep in Dragonblight.
Goodbye.
Okay. You betcha.
How are you? Safe travels.
They label the cave as Frostmourne Cave. Take the scrying orb, travel north out of town. Make your way into the cave. Okay. Use the scrying orb at the bottom of Frostmourne Cavern to unlock the secrets of the past. Okay. I'm assuming that's the cave where Frostmourne was like hanging out, waiting for Arthas. Makes sense. Oh, I still have an Ethereum prison key. I don't know if anyone's buying that for 120 gold. I don't think so. Uh-oh, cave over here. Because I feel like if I had one from doing Lorewalking, then other people will also have them from doing Lorewalking, which means that the supply would be kind of high right now. Hello? Arthas? There's his sword. There's his Alliance hammer. Kind of looks like you would get it in a Happy Meal. There's a lot of people around here. What's going on? Murden's kind of confused. I don't really know what I learned there. Suppose it's fine. Arthas sounds like already very full of himself. Yeah, maybe they gassed him up too much. Ego got a little too big.
Hey there.
Murden lives. Must notify King Bronzebeard.
See you around.
Nice loading screen.
Hello. Farewell. Jade Serpent guide you.
Just as it is difficult to say when a sapling becomes a tree or a mountain becomes a hill, so too is it difficult to know when exactly Arthas Menethil passed into memory and the Lich King was born. Where do we draw the line between man and monster? I feel like a while ago. Alright.
Tread lightly.
This is the last branch of it, I think. Tell me about ICC. It was only the site of the Frozen Throne, prison that encased the Lich King. His Scourge armies built fortresses and structures, crafted from Serenite.
Eyes open.
And then tell me more about the Lich King. He was not the first. Killed Jaden, second in command of the Burning Legion, who originally crafted the Lich King from the spirit of the Orc Shaman Ner'zhul, right, to raise an undead army on Azeroth, awakening its inhabitants in preparation for the Burning Legion's invasion. I feel like I knew that, but like, I always think of the Scourge and the Burning Legion in very different categories because in my mind, zombies and demons are just like totally separate. So it's kind of cool to be reminded of the order of things. Imprisoned in a block of ice with the Helm of Domination, Lich King hurtled to Azeroth, crashing in the icy wastes of Northrend. Ner'zhul did not wish to remain in his frozen prison forever. Worked to free himself, choosing a champion who would wield Frostmourne, ascend the Frozen Throne, and eventually take the Helm of Domination.
Tread lightly.
Okay.
Fair Frostmourne changed Arthas. No longer was he a paladin of the light, but a knight in the service of death. But the people of Lordaeron were none the wiser. His homecoming was met with roses and ringing bells. It ended with betrayal and blood.
Oh, they're gonna show us right here.
You no longer need to sacrifice for your people. You no longer need to bear the weight of your
They weren't a
crown.
little bit suspicious by what he looked like?
I've taken care of everything.
What is this? What are you doing, my son?
Succeeding you, father.
Oh!
Oh no! Yeah, it's a good sound effect. Really hammers home the gravity of the situation. Was Arthas truly lost?
For a man who had lived so strongly.
I feel like yes.
Had loved and fought so fearlessly. Arthas had fallen as far as he once climbed. Returning to Northrend, Arthas continued his descent into damnation, and his ascent to the Frozen Throne.
Did he accomplish anything by going back to kill his father, or was that just like for fun and a sick movie moment?
No! You monster!
What could he have done by doing that he couldn't have done by just staying in Northrend with the throne and getting a bunch of undead and, I don't know, putting them on boats and stuff?
Hello, my
Trying to take over the
son.
Eastern Kingdoms. But he didn't, like, hole up in Tirisfal or anything, did he? No king rules forever.
Was Arthas truly gone? Did only the Lich King remain?
I don't know. I didn't pay enough attention in
It is
Wrath.
not for me to say, but Jaina Proudmoore refused to lose hope that the man she once loved was truly lost.
Well, that's dumb. I feel like after the patricide, you should maybe not want to date him anymore. Maybe... maybe that one's a lost cause. You can't fix him. You know?
Jade Serpent guide you.
All my Wrath memories involve dying to
In the
Mim hard
glacial
mode.
mountains of Icecrown, Jaina braved the Lich King's sanctum on a desperate quest for the truth.
What is that? Up ahead. Could it be? Heroes at my side.
I like how there's like a nice little pile of skulls here just for fun. Just in case anyone wants like a crunchy snack. Oh, sorry, Jana. I'm coming back. Good morning, Hazel. Good morning. Oh,
It's
yes.
good to see you. Back to my studies, I suppose.
Back to your studies. Maybe that's why Jana became Lo-Fi Girl.
Frostmourne, the blade that destroyed our kingdom. Stand back! Touch that blade and your soul will be scarred for all eternity. I must attempt
oops.
to commune with the spirits locked away within Frostmourne. Give me space.
8 mass
Back
for my
up,
mid quarter
please.
sucks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the entrance mobs take forever.
Could it truly be you?
I pull them out into the
Uther!
hallway,
Dear
but
Uther!
it still ages.
I-
You get like 2
I'm so sorry.
Jaina, you
hoggers.
haven't much time. The Lich King sees what the sword sees. He will be here shortly.
Arthas
That's
is here.
that's very Lord of the Rings.
Maybe
No, girl. Arthas is not here. Arthas is merely a presence within the Lich King's mind. A dwindling presence.
But Uther, if there's any hope of reaching Arthas, I must try.
I guess maybe
Jaina, listen
Serenite
to me.
was not a
You
was
must
kind of an
destroy
homage a
the
little bit.
Lich King. You cannot reason with him. He will kill you and your allies and
I don't
raise
know
you
if they
all as
spawn
powerful soldiers
forever.
of
They
the
do seem to keep
Scourge.
spawning, but as soon as you go around the
how,
corner,
Uther?
I feel like they stop
do I
coming at you, or
destroy
they
my
only come like
prince?
one every now and then.
Snap out of it,
Once you've
girl.
done that first
You
like
must
pack of a bunch of
destroy the
them.
Lich King at the place where he merged with Ner'zhul, atop the spire, at the frozen throne. It is the only way.
You're right, Uther. Forgive me. I don't know what got a hold of me. We will deliver this information to the king and the knights that battle the Scourge within Icecrown Citadel.
There is something else that you should know about the Lich King. Control over the Scourge must never be lost. Even if you were to strike down the Lich King, another would have to take his
I have
place.
seen the Lanium out. It's
For
like the
without
best thing
control
about
of its
11 too.
master, the
Great.
Scourge would run rampant across the world, destroying
Looking forward to it.
all living things. A grand sacrifice by a noble soul.
Who could bear such a burden?
I do not know, Jaina. I suspect that the piece of Arthas that might be left inside the Lich King is all that holds the Scourge from annihilating Azeroth.
Then maybe there is still hope.
No, Jaina!
He's so mad.
He is coming. You silence Paladin. So, you wish to commune with the dead. You shall have your wish.
Once he was in like his full Lich King armor, he always seemed very action figure. Wah, 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 wah.
Bring their corpses to my chamber.
This was one of the first dungeons I healed. I found it very hard.
As you wish.
Milo.
Soldiers of Lordaeron, rise to meet your master's call.
Buddies, you're gonna watch the new Netflix animation
You
that
won't
released
deny
today.
me this, Arthas.
Oh, nice.
I must know. I must find out.
This place was so stressful originally. All of the Halls dungeons I feel like were really hard.
Delicious.
Pits of Sauron were really fun, but like hard. I remember that wiping a lot of groups. The music was great.
Men, women, and children. None was spared the master's wrath. Your
Where are all of the child death knights?
Morwen, finish them.
I didn't think I was going to do all of the Lorewalking campaigns in one day. They were pretty fun. I enjoyed myself. I didn't get around to the Arathi stuff. I'll have to do that next time we have a mood for story. I got 2 more streams over this weekend. Might do some of the some dungeons and stuff though. Might do some 8 mask, might do some keys. Get some vaults together for my priest and my paladin. Which was your favorite of the 3? Ethereals, I think. I think the ethereal one. Child Death Knights.
That you will find here.
Arthas decided to take a piece of advice from Anakin and went on youngling hunting.
Yes, run. Run to meet your destiny. Its bitter, cold embrace awaits you.
Jaina, where you go? I remember trying to farm this for Mog, and I could not get it working. It was troublesome. They're in DK preschool. Baby's first undead resurrection. Yeah, I don't see myself repeating this quest to farm these crates for Mog, because like half the time I'm just getting rings and trinkets anyway. It would tilt me too much. Jaina, are you here? Oh yeah, there you are. Slapping him with your staff as all good mages do. That's why you have it as a melee weapon. It's not a Mog here, sadly. Yep.
He is too powerful. We must leave this place at once. My magic can hold him in place for only a short time. Come quickly, heroes.
How much of this are you gonna make me do? Cho?
I can't stay for long.
Oh,
I
more
hope
of
we
it
can speak again soon.
is the answer to that. They boosted us out of calling a Stratholm. I figured they wouldn't have us do this whole bit, but they are. Any pet peeves? Can't stand when people kick my seat. I don't like it when people yell at their kids or their
I will
dogs.
destroy this barrier.
I don't know if that's a pet peeve or just something that people generally don't like, but... It just feels extra not nice to be so like cruel and mean and hurtful to something that like looks up to you and depends on you, or someone that looks up to you and depends on you. Clothwares use their saves to whack stuff, but they don't hold it when casting spells. Happy Friday. Hope your weekend's off to a heckin' good start. Happy Friday, Jance.
Interrupting my incantation so that I may bring this wall down.
I mean, I could complain. I can always complain. Might not do it yet, though.
Did you feel it cease to exist?
Having a nice time doing the Lorewalking campaigns. Taking a nice little chill day, because I feel like tomorrow and Sunday, if I do keys or 8 masks, it's going to be a little less chill. Hope you're working up for a good weekend. Started trying to time 12s. I'm at 5 timed. Slowly making my way to 3k. Nice. The belt, the disc belt helps out a lot. And it'll only get better as we get its item level upgraded.
We're almost there. Don't give up.
Wow, they really have you do this whole dungeon? Can't wait for the Lorewalking chapter where they're just like, hey, you remember Battle of Mount Hyjal? Do you want to run the whole raid? There's lots of RP in there. Don't give them ideas. Ark wants to answer for 5 minutes and 1 health before he actually dies. He has to kill all the little wispies, otherwise he hasn't fulfilled his story purpose. Can't have the wispies getting away.
Your barriers can't hold us back much longer, monster. I will shatter them all.
Oh yeah, that's satisfying. Oh, that was my belt. Speaking of my belt. Zapping people. As a Night Elf player, if it had been finishing that raid faster, kill all the wisps. Wish I didn't have the urge to change my UI every other month. I mean, you're optimizing. It's good. You have hope for a better future. You're not lazy and complacent like me. I just slap stuff on my screen and I go, yeah, it's probably fine. Sure. I'll just use this until it bothers me, which is never.
There's an opening up ahead. Go now!
Okay. I was trying to figure out what that dark void crystal was from. It's like, is that from the Xal'atath thing? No?
It's a dead end. We have no choice but to fight. Steel yourself, heroes, for this is our last stand.
Friend had me download Elf when I first started playing, so I never played with default UI until Dragonflight. It's the Void Ritual buff. Oh, from this thingy. Oh, I see, I see.
Nowhere to run. You're mine now.
Fire! Fire!
Hey, fire! Or something.
No telling,
you know, if you want to.
Mountainside will collapse.
No DPS 10's done. I think I tried one and it didn't get timed and then I gave up for now. I might try some this weekend. On stream tomorrow maybe.
To look into his eyes one last time.
I gotta bring Flabby with me, then they'll come together.
We now know what must be done. I will deliver this news to King Varian and High Lord
Give me my loot! My mug! Oh.
How does today find you?
Alright.
Like thunder after
it's
lightning.
Right there!
The anguish that the Lich King left.
We did the whole
Caught
dungeon!
up to him in the end. From atop the frozen throne. He wielded his cursed blade and set his final plan into motion.
This is a nice spot for us to sit. Good bench spot.
Jade Serpent guide you.
I don't think I can get off the bench. Is he doing something down there? If I tell him to continue his story, I feel like he just goes away.
Every good story.
Oh, no, he doesn't. There we go. Oh, Fenagor. I am the Lich King. Show them what it means to be king. Okay. Oh man, this is great. I always wanted to do Defile. Should have moved. Defile, darn it. Yeah, there we go.
Enjoy that.
Look at these raiders just standing still. Hunter, Death Knight, Mage, Priest. I'm gonna kill the priest in particular. It's personal. This is fun. This guy thinks he's gonna finish it by himself.
Rise up, champions of the light!
Father, is it over?
At long last. No king rules forever, my son.
I see. Only darkness before me.
We did it.
Hello. Tread lightly. Farewell. Greetings.
That's it. That's the end.
I thank you for
We got our
listening
lore
to
walker's
my
notes on the
tale,
Lich
friend.
King. Nice little summary of the whole thing. When you put it down into 3 pages, it doesn't seem so dramatic. Creative memorabilia. He didn't drop them out. They're coming for you again next week on 50 alts. Alright, we got a Royal Visage. 30-minute cooldown, 10-minute uptime. I would guess it works kind of similarly to the broker one, where I'm guessing that mounting and combat will wipe it. I'll try, but I want to try emotes first. This should just be human male animations, yeah. So you can boogie. You're a little bit ghostly. Shadow form just kind of puts the little bat aura on you. I'm sure you can do all of the normal things. You can snooze. You can flirt, I'm guessing. Yeah, you can make Arthas flirt. That's fun. What else can you do? I feel like we've had like Arthas costumes for ages, so I'm sure all of these things have been seen. One toy I will not use. What else is good? Can we lean? Lean is for 11.2. Lean is the next patch. Yeah, you can dance. Uh-oh. It's just the human male dance. There he goes. There he goes. Get it. Just to make sure you're really letting the gravity of the story sink in. Okay. That was fine. That's crazy. That took us like right to noon. Of the 3 toys that we got, I think I like the Koreshi one best. Here, let me mount up and see if it lets you keep it. Oh, you can be mounted. Okay. Mounting does not wipe it like it wipes the Koreshi one. Let's try combat. Ooh, you can be in combat. This one's much better. Okay, this might be my new favorite. You can get 10 minutes uptime on a 30-minute cooldown, and you can just be Arthas.
Every little death helps.
I can be Void Arthas. That's fun. I could be Holy Priest Arthas. Try Invincible. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's nice. His, the mount gets kind of a ghostly aura, which is fun when you're in this form. Yeah, I like that. Neat. Well, that was worth farming this mount off the Lich King. Mount not included with the toy, unfortunately, but if you have it anyway, you can do it. I want to thank you guys for coming. That's my time for the day. I'll be back tomorrow and Sunday with some, I think, dungeons and 8 mask, I think is what I have planned, unless I decide I don't want to, but we'll see. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate the company. Keep an eye on my YouTube channel. Should be a Saturday news video coming out tomorrow morning, assuming I get it done. Appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.